Hi guys, today we're taking on Fundy, the 1500 Dutch Minecraft streamer who won PogChamps 4. Can you beat this tough opponent? Let's get into a little challenge match. Let's get what we getting. I love going for the Rue Lopez, just standard opening stuff up. And recently I've been trying this like exchange variation, which is a bit weird, but if there's this, and there's sort of massive pressure down the E-file, so we just get castled. You sometimes want to play this move just to, if you don't want to deal with this bishop, but hopefully they take. All right, so that relieves the pressure there. They had like this naughty pin there. So we just try and come out now. Pressure here. I quite like this because you're threatening to just damage the structure straight away. So they're eyeing this, so we just come up. And now this. Damage the structure. Okay, we take everything off. They've got doubled pawns, so this endgame should just be winning. I don't know how though. I guess we push these pawns. Alright, that's right, so we've got to look at the structure here. Just take a second. So they've got this. We want to play this move, therefore, to trade that way and leave them with just double isolated pawns. Like, on the other hand, like if we played like that and they take, they sort of get rid of one of their doubled pawns. So it's this we want to go for. But first we've got to defend this square here. And actually, the knight's in the way, isn't it? We can't even defend it. So do we just go for that straight away? If this, it's not really working, is it? Where do we come with this knight? This. I think it looks, the knight looks a little bit happier going this way, but like that. Okay, now we just offer a trade of rooks. I know we're technically down 2 pawns here, guys, but they're tripled, you know. So they take now, and now we just send a rook here, and we just try and chop all these pawns off, really. So there's one. The knight's sort of in the way, maybe here. Looking for number 2. So if this not working, this to just hit the bishop, I don't know. We don't want to repeat though. Let's start to bring the king. Again, trying to hit this, see if they want to defend it. All right, so there's number 2 gone. And they're going for this now. I like the way their bishop and rook can't synergize, you know. They can't work together on this pawn. But so the bishop's sort of on its own, but I just push. So if this. Always looking to sack that knight because it's a knight in an endgame. They're not very good at stopping pawns, and if you can trade like a knight for 3 pawns, you should always do it in an endgame, really. So this just to gain a bit of tempo on that bishop, and then maybe look to get that. Wow, so they danger level me. So I've got this, and then this if I want it. But like I say, I don't really want to have that knight against a rook. That would be horrible. So this just continue to create threats. And they defend it. That's annoying. So they solved all their problems there in one crisp move. Yeah. So what about a little check? No. Let's go for this check. This is a fork here, so looking at this. So that's a check, so let's just grab it. Hit the bishop. Now this is falling. I'm just as you just get better and better at chess, guys, you start to build in little fact checks. So here, I just realized it was triggered in my head. Like, so the fact here is my pieces are very like stuck together, looking a little bit weird, and you sort of make sure that they can't play a move like king here or like king here, which would just win a piece sometimes. So yeah, something to look out for when you're tying your pieces together. Looking a little bit ugly there. So if we get these double pawns, but a pawn's a pawn, isn't it? So let's grab it. This, or just this going after this guy. If here, we're happy to trade down now. We're up enough material, so I think we can just go for this. All right, we trade. Now, we want to hold on to this pawn here, because it's not really for the pawn's sake. It's more like it stops the bishop getting annoying and active. So let's try and play like this and push this. If here. We want our pawns on light squares here. So now this can never be touched. Unless the king gets round. But if king does this, we push this. So maybe a check. Now this looks nice and central for the knight. Hitting that pawn. Now this is a fork. So I think we'll grab that. And now we've just got too many passed pawns for old Fundy to deal with, I think. This is coming. And I love how shut out of the game that bishop is. He needs to try and reroute the bishop or something. But yeah. And that's a pointless move. Because now the bishop can't even redirect its attention. So we're just coming up with these two. They sack. There's no stalemate though, right? This. If he comes in, we just push this one. So this is something to always try and remember in endgames. I know it's quite simple, but sometimes I always forget it. Like when I'm calculating far ahead. Like if they take that pawn, you can push this one. And they can just never catch you. I always have to remind myself of that. It's bad. So this, is it stalemate? Oh god, it actually is. Yeah, if this, it's yeah, queen cuts off all these squares, knight cuts off here, queen cuts off these, pawn. That's disgusting, right? So this one, and they've got this square here, or that one. So I'm just gonna. This is more like, I know this isn't optimal play, but this is what I'd do if I was under time pressure. So this is what I'm practicing for, like time pressure play. And this is how I always play it. So I do it in this way so I can pre-move every single move. And I just do this zigzag thing with this. So you get your king here, and then you boomerang around here, and then you get your queen here and boomerang around again, and it's mate. And you can go around either side. So this, or this and this. So you can do that all pre-moves, and there's no chance of stalemate if you use that triple boomerang method, I call it. You got to come up with names in chess, otherwise it all gets a bit abstract. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that and learned something from playing Fundy there. Go take him on yourself. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice night. Cheers.